I didn't change my daughter's wedding venue even though my sister's husband proposed to his 22-year-old mistress there last month, $20,000. That's what I put down for this beachfront place 18 months ago. Amy had been obsessed with this venue since she was 16, cutting out magazine pictures and making Pinterest boards with that exact white gazebo and those palm trees in the background. When she got engaged last year, she didn't even look at other places, just called me crying happy tears asking if we could book it. The deposit cleared my savings account pretty much completely, but Amy's my only daughter and her dad passed away when she was 12, so this wedding meant everything to both of us. We sent out save the dates 3 months ago. Her dress was already being altered, the caterer was booked, everything was rolling forward exactly how it should. Then Carol called me at 11 at night on a Tuesday. My sister was full on hysterical, couldn't even get words out for like 2 minutes. Finally, she choked out that Mark proposed to her, the girl from his office, the one who was barely old enough to drink when they started hooking up behind Carol's back. Carol found out through Facebook of all places. The girl posted engagement pictures and Carol recognized the background immediately. Our venue, the exact same beach, the same gazebo where Amy wanted to say her vows. Carol couldn't stop crying. She kept saying she physically couldn't stand there and watch Amy get married in the same spot where Mark asked that homewrecker to marry him. Said every time she closed her eyes she saw those pictures. Mark looking all proud and happy. That girl showing off her ring with our venue's signature lighthouse in the background. I drove to Carol's apartment that night with ice cream and wine. She looked awful. Makeup smeared everywhere, wearing the same sweatpants she'd been in for 3 days apparently. Her divorce wasn't even final yet, and Mark was already moving on like their 26 years together meant absolutely nothing. But then Carol grabbed my hands and begged me to change Amy's venue. Said she'd help pay for a new deposit somewhere else. That there were other beautiful places. That Amy would understand. I just stared at her because what was I supposed to say to that? Next morning I called the venue anyway, just to check. The woman on the phone was super nice until I asked about getting any deposit money back. Then her voice went ice cold. Contract clearly states no refunds for any reason. Zero. I'd lose every penny of that $20,000. She also mentioned their next available date wasn't until 3 years from now, and every other premium venue in the area was already booked solid or charging $40,000 just for the space. I met Amy for lunch at her favorite sandwich place. Didn't tell her why, just said we needed to talk about wedding stuff. She was so excited, showing me napkin color samples on her phone. Then I just said it, told her about Mark proposing there, watched her face fall. She put her phone down real slow and asked if I wanted to change venues. I said I couldn't afford to lose $20,000 and start over. Amy nodded and said she didn't want to change it anyway, that Mark didn't get to ruin her day just because he's a cheating piece of garbage. She'd been planning this since she was a kid, and she wasn't about to let him take it from her. I almost cried right there in the middle of that sandwich shop. Carol stopped answering my calls after that, sent me one long text saying I was picking money over her mental health, that I was making her relive the worst thing that ever happened to her just so Amy could have pretty pictures. Said she couldn't believe I'd do this to her. Then she blocked me. My mom called 2 days later, said Carol was at her house crying nonstop and I needed to fix this. That family was more important than some venue. I asked mom if she wanted to hand me $20,000 then. She hung up on me. Amy's save the dates were already out. 150 people already marked their calendars. Her fiance's family already booked their plane tickets. The band was booked. The florist, the photographer. Everything was locked in and contracted. I'd have to cancel everything and lose deposits on all of it just to start over somewhere else. We'd probably be looking at another $60,000 minimum to book anywhere half as nice. Carol sent Amy a text last week. Said she loved her but couldn't come to the wedding anymore. That seeing that beach would destroy her and Amy should understand that. Amy read it out loud to me over the phone and then said Carol was being ridiculous. That this was supposed to be about her wedding, not about Mark being trash.